Gotta say hi to Greg Giraldo in studio. What's up, Greg?
What's up, fellas?
Greg's back in.
He's like, it's a little mellower today than last time I was here.
It was insane asylum last time.
Yeah, because we had Twitchell's jumping around and stuff.
Oh, that's
That's
right.
what's so weird about you guys. You guys come and go, and we forget what was going on the last time you were here. Like, oh yeah, we were doing that.
Remember that, the human sacrifice?
Oh, you were a part of that show. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was, who was it? Twitchell's with
Big A?
high-pitched... the guy reading the news.
Yeah, the big guy, the
stutter. And there was one of the stories was about a guy who had it was a plane crash or something.
Right.
So it was literally breaking news. You're like, somebody's hearing about their dead relative from this twitchy freak.
He'll be at the live broadcast.
Oh yeah, all the stars will be there.
We're just
all the celebrities of the show.
All right,
what a mess.
Yeah, they're killing us on instant feedback and stuff. So we got to get to the game. You play video games, Greg?
No, I don't. Sorry.
No, you really don't?
No, not really. I'm gonna start though now that I have kids.
What do you do with your time? I can't imagine.
You know,
that.
I wish I knew.
You never got into video games.
What
was the last video game you played?
Probably Pong.
Pong.
Seriously, I'm not even kidding. The not Pong, but like Space Invaders, like that era. You know, when I was 12,
you just gave up. They've got so much.
They don't interest you or anything. Yeah.
You know what it is? I have such. You're talking about ADD. I have that so much to begin with. It's like that's all I need is another habit to try to break all my bad habits. So to sit around doing nothing for 12 hours.
Just observing stuff for your act or something.
You know, I just try to get my material from life.
Greg reads.
Looking around.
A reader.
We got ourselves a reader.
God, I hate readers.
It's like you know what it is. It's like there's two different worlds in comedy. There's like the Patton Oswalds, and there's silly motherfuckers. And Greg is caught in a vortex between those two, where Greg reads, but if he's on this show, he can't go, well, fellas, I get a special weekend edition of the Wall Street Times.
The Wall Street Times.
A new paper coming out next week.
The New York Journal Times Street.
I don't just read.
He gets special papers from Tokyo. He reads. So he comes in here. He can't go, hey, man, I'm reading. But if, he's in San Francisco and, God, what are you doing tonight? Greg is one of those motherfuckers who does read the book to the movie. Yeah, man. Brokeback Mountain, the book. The book
is so much better.
Yeah.
Well, that's just
there's things that happen in a tent that they didn't even get touch on.
Yeah, no, I like it better. The book was there was just definitely a lot more.
So you can hear it. Greg reads. He's a fucking reader. That's nothing wrong with that.
You know, when they describe how viscous his spit was when he spit it in his hand and rubbed it on his cock and stuff in the guy's ass. That's what the book gives you that the movie really didn't.
It does. Plus, seeing that viscous is spelled O-U-S. I never would have thought. That's the thing you pick up with the book,
Greg said he motivates well just through any, I'm not
here, give him that New York Times then, man, because that thing just sits there.
That New York Times never leaves this fucking spot.
Look how worn out the New York Post is, and look at the New York Times. It's like still pressed nicely.
You know what the Times used to be used for in here? Before we got the shades, whenever we'd have nudity here in the studio, we couldn't have the office area exposed to it. Just in case of sexual harassment or something. So we would use the Times and tape it up on the window. The same way like a monkey would use it to shit on. We just tape it up so naked girl can get naked.
I know what's weird about that whole story. We work with all guys.
Yeah.
All guys, but someone has a problem with females getting nude.
It is offensive.
No.
I mean, in this day and age.
All right, let's get to the video game. So they're having a problem with another video game.
No problem, and usually these are shooter games that people have a problem with. If the theme of it is, just go out there and kick some ass, kill some cops, steal shit, beat hookers over the head with crowbars, and steal the cars, like Grand Theft Auto or something, people get a little upset, and it makes the news. This one, I think they're running out of violent video games to get upset about because this is a little stupid.
Here's the story.
A new video game getting a whole lot of attention, but it's not because of sex or violence. It's because of graffiti. It's called Contents Under Pressure. The game calls for the player to graffiti a city that looks a lot like New York. While the game's creator says there's not a gun in sight, adversaries think it encourages kids to act up.
We'd have to be naive to think that children are going to be satisfied with marring something on a game. It just excites them, and the excitement is going to wear off till they do it for real.
Where's your proof?
Handle
Does that
a
happen?
shotgun to focus the sniper's range and, boom, headshot. those are games that end up getting T ratings and sell all across, American mainstream retail, and you don't hear any politicians up in arms about that.
The designer points out that the game has an M rating for kids 17 and up.
So it's already got
a rating. And that guy was so sure that the kids, they'll just get all excited. Like they're all worked up about spray painting on a video game. First of all, that game sounds like it fucking stinks.
Yeah, who the hell
what kind of game?
That's the Mark Echo game. You have Echo Clothing?
Sorry.
The clothing designer, that's his game.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's
really? Well, it sounds horrid. What the fuck are you going to graffiti in a video game?
I agree with the fucking shit. I'm going to tell you, years ago...
Wait, you agree with what they're saying about the video games?
I went to therapy. I used to run around and just eat dots off the floor while ghosts chased me.
Yeah.
Until I ate one blue one, and then I chased those
and
motherfuckers.
You chased them.
And that shit fucked me up for you.
Well, that's how it's done.
Exactly.
I'm like, what?
Patrice, you were a big, remember you went through that killing hookers phase?
Yep. You pay them, and then you beat them over the head and steal their money.
Yeah.
First of all, it sounds like a shitty game. Secondly, why do people believe that whatever you do in a game, you are destined to then just go out and now do it in real life because you're not satisfied? Any game I've played, and I've played a lot of different types of games. Shooters, where you're killing people.
Yep.
Shooters, where you're killing monsters. Society games where you have to build a city and make it work and function it. Like, I don't decide that, hey, look, I did a great job of building a city and making the trains run on time. I'm running for mayor.
Right.
I'm running for mayor because I did it here in Sim City.
How many times have you fought and actually 10-punch combo the motherfucker?
Yeah, there you go.
Many a time.
Bring on I was going to say Tyson, but that dates me. I could probably beat him now. The guy, I quit. I don't want to fight no more.
Out.
Yeah. But it's like, why do people feel that just because you enjoy doing something in a game, you're going to do it in real life? You enjoy watching something in a movie. That's a problem.
They've been trying for years to prove that point, too, and they just can't
do
it.
they cannot prove it.
Studies and all sorts of shit.
It's like that sort of cliche mindset that the world is degenerating and everything's automatically getting worse when crime statistics are down. There's less
crime
vandalism.
way
I was
down.
in the 70s, growing up in Queens, New York. In the 70s, this place was a urine-soaked shithole.
It was horrific.
There was no video games.
Do you remember any drive? I remember growing up on Long Island, we would drive into New York City, and every mile, the closer you got to the city, the more abandoned, burnt-out cars you would see on the sides of the expressway, the parkways, like we're just a dumping ground for stolen vehicles.
Yeah.
That is gone now. You see a vehicle on the side of the road, you know it was some dumb drunk who got pulled over and had to leave his car there. The crime has gone down, but for some reason they want to say that video games and movies and the television shows are making kids more violent. And it's just not. Everything points to the opposite.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I play Xbox 360. I'm trying to get this Ghost Recon thing, but I was playing. Remember Call of Duty 2?
Yeah.
If after you play it for a while, when they become so complex, you really do believe that you strategically can survive in a war.
Yeah. You kind of get like
this thing that happened that I go during the game. My strategy as a leader, I go.
You're leading men.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I know that the computerized artificial intelligence, they're going to come here, but a lot of them come here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay in the corner, shoot that guy when he comes in. Then when they come, shoot them. And all the bodies just going to pile up.
Right.
And the way you do it, you believe that you could make it through.
Yeah.
You send this guy over here, and now they have these games where you can control your forces.
Your other guys, yeah.
And it's so real that you might actually
Patrice,
fucking, think
let me tell you something.
Live.
You think you're going to lay there as 50 Nazis come running in single file at your machine gun. They never work like that. I play a game called Age of Empires 3. It's a civilization-based game where you got to build up your city, your walls, get walls up, towers, gun emplacements.
What do they call those
because
games?
After a while, the shit's gonna hit the fan.
What do they call
those games? RPG game.
RPG
Role play.
Okay.
Or I'm not even sure if that's it.
Role play game, right?
It's kind of like you're building up your societies, build an army.
That's fun.
But now you got to have people also that have to farm and do things so you can get resources to build more armies and equipment. Dude, this takes, but you get so, no, these games sell like crazy and you get so into it. The balance that you have to do. You could be a guy who just decides.
Your society could die if somebody don't grow corn.
Bingo. But you can't.
Hungry.
There are guys that could just sit there and go, I'm just going to farm. This is going to be. I'm going to farm. I'm going to mine for gold. I'm going to mine for iron. I'm going to gather up animals and do that and be a peaceful guy. And you know what's going to happen? About half hour into the game, a charge of army comes and wipes you the fuck out.
This represents like how much time? Okay,
Sure,
so
it could take
you
hours.
so you say you're the Ming Dynasty or something.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You're a farmer. You're in charge of.
You got to get hundreds of people
now,
are in this
30 minutes
game.
into the game represents what, 100 years?
It could, yeah, it could, or you could slow it down. It depends on how fast you upgrade.
If
you have to get to certain points where all of a sudden it'll go, you now qualify to upgrade to the next age. So now you're in like the Iron Age. You go from all your army is these guys with sticks.
Wait a minute. Wait the fuck a second.
Okay.
So let's say you're in 20 AD or some shit.
Okay.
Okay. So say you're
Bunch
living.
of sticks.
Say you're living pretty peaceful.
Right.
And say 30 years goes by, no wars. Do you have to assign fucking so that you have children to grow up that become soldiers to defend your fucking territory?
You go to your home base type area and start making people. You make people. And they're assigned as workers. Yeah, they're assigned as workers. Then you have to build things like barracks and archeries for different military
but
guys.
babies don't grow.
No, babies don't grow.
All right.
And then after a while, you got to balance out your economy with your military because you're going to get attacked. Now, what I was getting to is the point is you're playing against the computer. You can figure it out. And I've done that. I've gotten like up there quite a few levels playing against the computer. There are ships. You have a navy that could come in. You build docks around there and guard them with your ships. It's amazing. I've built armies that are stunning, that have wiped out the computer's enemy that comes after me. Then I decide I'm going online, motherfucker. I'm playing other guys. So I go online. I set up, and I'm pumping as fast as I can. Now the adrenaline's going. I gotta get this guy farming. I need more wood or I can't build a fucking catapult. I got this guy. This guy's got to farm for corn because I gotta feed enough of these soldiers to make them and more guns. So, and I'm building. I get an army up that I think is going to kick some ass.
But explain, this takes days.
This
isn't a couple-hour game.
No, this game this scenario will take about 5, 6, 7 hours. Where you're playing straight. There's no pausing.
So is it one of those games where, okay, you think you're ready and you push.
Right.
You push ready and then it just does something and then it'll tell you if you won or lost.
You got to kind of micromanage. Yeah, you got to fight. You got to kind of micromanage. So what you do
get to fight the other army.
Yeah. What I like to do at first is set up some defenses. I'm very defensive at the beginning while I'm trying to get enough gold.
Which
and
represents your Long Island home?
Right. That's my Long Island home. So I'll build the army up, and before I got enough guys, because on the computer, when I'm playing against the computer, I get an army together and send them out in like this mass and just kick ass. Before I got enough army guys, I see elephants coming toward my big city. Elephants coming, these guys with these bazooka-type things, cannons, demolishing my buildings.
This is the guy online.
Yeah, this is another guy in Cleveland somewhere that just knows how to do everything
perfectly.
Who implored kangaroos to fucking...
Right.
Dude, I got my ass handed to me. So I'm looking at... Here's how the game ends. It's an elimination game. So I have like one guy left running around the hillside with my former beautiful city in ruins, with one guy trying to build a house so I could start over again, and he's just chasing me with like the biggest military I've ever seen, and it was done.
What does the screen look like?
He wiped me out. The screen is an overhead view from, it could be from anywhere from ground level to about 100,
yeah, you can move
150
it around.
feet up.
Zoom in.
You move around the play area. You could use different things like canyons and the sea and rivers as blocks and stuff. But the object is, to build a society that works and a military that works. And when you're playing against the computer, completely different animal than playing against another human. they will kick your ass. No, I don't care how good you are. Get your ass handed to you. But it's a great game. 7 hours, by the way.
What did you lack to get fucked up? What did you?
I don't know. That's just it. I don't know.
Where were your elephants, nigga?
Exactly. These guys have it down like math.
These niggas raise elephants.
They have it like math in their head. They know what to do, when to do it, exactly to build their society.
Where was the elephant option?
The elephant option comes up like 5 levels in. You go, now you advance to the Iron Age. Now you advance to the, Middle Ages. So I got 3 guys with punji stakes poking at a metal wall. I couldn't upgrade. I didn't have enough corn.
Well, how the fuck?
He got 20 farms running. I don't know how he got it.
The guy who you were at the level where you just
I had a windmill.
You just discovered fire.
I had a windmill. He's got a nuclear reactor.
This nigga just built a wheel.
Right.
And why would you fight him?
I didn't fight him. I was trying to build an army and get my level. He already had his. He came and kicked my ass. I'd have been happy sitting there. Leave me alone.
You didn't get up to elephants, nigga.
I didn't get up fast enough.
How about
Is
Narnia?
there a way?
What level is Narnia where you get a witch and a fucking talking cheetah?
Yeah, can you implement religion? And
there are
like
churches that you build. Not so much in 3. In 2, it was great. You'd have priests that could go out and convert their troops. So if you saw a bunch of their troops fucking with some shit, you'd send your priest over and you'd hear, and all of a sudden, bring, and his troops are now yours. They turn around and start kicking ass on the guys that they were just fighting with.
Yeah.
So religion played a part in it. It is a great game, and I've spent upwards of 7 hours.
A fucking life.
No.
Is that possible to get a life?
Why would
this is what's going on out there, and it's getting more and more complicated.
There are games that are so immersive and complicated. A lot of people play Xbox and stuff, and that's fine, and PlayStation, but I can't play a game with a controller. In that I need games where I need a template that lays over my keyboard. I need something with pedals and throttle handles and fucking steering wheels and multi-monitors up on the wall.
You gotta see his gaming system. He's the
my
real
desk
deal,
is
man.
ridiculous.
He's got like huge fans to try to keep everything
The
cool.
fans make so much noise you can't hear the TV. So the graphics cards are working like pumping out water-cooled motherfuckers that are just like I'm playing full screen on widescreen monitors.
You know what? That's fucking great though, because you actually look at you.
They're having more and more articles about this too. That people are now living their lives online instead in the real world. It's more exciting.
It's a creepy thing. I'm exploring this new internet world. I mean, I was literate. I was computer literate, but I think it's a creepy thing. I don't like it. I don't like these faceless weirdos out there. Like if you go Neo is God, and if I didn't meet him, I wouldn't know he was just this hunchback little mess that comes in here, and he's Superman on that fucking thing. Yeah. It's like Neo is God, and you'll see the.
You gotta explain to Giraldo. He's one of our faithful listeners, but he's scary online. But
Pal Talk.
Yeah.
The Pal Talk. It's the Pal Talk thing, and you got cameras and everything. And on computer, man, it's like. Here, Neo, in real life, right. Neo's like, he's like my pet retard. I'll be like, this is my pet Neo here. Yeah. Shh, down Neo. So, and on the computer, it'll be like he has this control thing. He has, he can control.
He's an admin.
When he can talk, he knows how to control just him talking and you can't get in.
He's an admin in one of the fan rooms, which means he can control who talks, who doesn't talk. He could throw people out of the room at
Superman.
At his whim.
Isn't that a more evolved? Maybe that's the future. That's the whole point.
We don't want that shit to be
being
the future.
a bigger, strong guy is a primitive way of existing.
No. That's not my fucking point, which is being just because there's bigger and stronger dudes walking around. I'm talking about just a person, just that you feel energy and you can go back and forth as opposed to I'm typing, hey, what's going on? And somebody, types LO fucking L. Fuck your LOL and the ass and your fucking LOL. Smiley faces and your hey man. Like the first time I ever in my life, about 7 years ago, got on a computer and stopped me from getting on a computer, is I changed my fonts to red, all caps, and I go, hey everybody, and some cunt goes, do you have to yell? Yeah. You fucking bitch, I'm yelling now. That was my way of going, hi everybody, I'm new to this, and now.
Do you have to yell?
Hey, there go Neo. There's
a picture of Neo.
That's the boss.
There he is.
Does that have anything to do with me being Just a big primitive guy?
Master Blaster, run Barter
not necessarily
Town.
bigger and stronger, but yeah.
Even
I mean,
though
if
he's built
he's
like
got
a
the
caveman used to
capacity,
be built like. That's how cavemen used to be built.
in an evolved state, we're not going to have outward presences anymore. No physical
Why would you
bodies.
say that, Greg?
Because he reads the
that's
New York
what's gonna
Times.
happen.
And that's New York Times, but Greg doesn't even accept that.
Yeah,
that's
I do.
what kills me. Greg, you don't.
What do you mean? I think in the future,
You're
unfortunately,
reluctantly
that
with this.
guy is going to rule our society.
I hope
Who run Barter Town? Who run Barter Town?
Master Blaster, run Barter Town.
And do you think?
That's Neo.
Oh, the nigga that sits on Mad Max. But see,
That's who he is.
Motherfucker.
He's the midget from Thunderdome.
this is time. What's that shit? Time. The time machine. Motherfuckers down low and the people
Morlocks.
with the Morlocks and the white hair. That nigga ain't ruling shit.
It's fucking Master
He ain't ruling
Blaster.
shit, but
He runs Barter Town at night.
He's not ruling shit except for his authentic fake John Cena belt and
Then embargo.
And boom, he hits the button, you bounce from the fucking room.
Get out of here. And I like Neo, but I'm saying I can't. That shit is creepy to me, and it fucking bugs me. And then they come to the shows, and they don't know how to behave
Like
in
real
society.
people. Yeah.
They don't know how to do it. That's what I'm saying. Greg knows he's not a part of this. He's not a part of this. He's a enigma. He's like a super studious guy, lawyer, the whole shit. But this whole world is creepy to him too, because they're mutants that come out and you go, calm down, and they don't know what calm down is coming from a human warmth. All right, thank you for loving me, man, but just relax.
Yeah.
Because they're used to pushing smiley face. Yay!
I love that you like the examples of these guys. Their ultra sophisticated technological powers are that they go LOL.
Yeah, that really didn't help your point. Let's go to Yak. Yak, what's up?
Yeah, I know the game Anthony's talking about, that civilization game, and he's leaving out the whole thing about the treaties. Like, you'd make friends with a country, and then eventually you'd go fuck with them, and then they say, wait, we have a treaty, and you'd be like, fuck you, and you all your people around them.
You can make treaties with other countries. When you're playing multiplayer, also you can make treaties with people and then break the treaty. Like, it's like, hey, dude, me and you, we'll get an army together, we'll kick this guy's ass. And it's like, okay. And then after you kick his ass, you're the only two left. What, are you going to live in harmony for 1,000 years on your computer?
And that's what
Come
you're
back
fucking
tomorrow
doing.
and go, hey, how's your corn? No, you're going to get your army and run into him and kick his
Just
ass.
like Survivor
King
on
of the world.
TV.
Yeah.
Just like Survivor.
It's a matter of Long
And you
Island.
never make fucking friends, I can tell. That's why you got your ass beat, because the guy made friends with elephant people.
No, I don't want to
You
make
fucking
friends.
didn't.
You're
You
right.
can
The
tell-
guy's right. I don't make any allies, nothing on. Like you'll see a message will come over. Would you like to make a treaty with France over here? And it's like, no. And then here comes a huge French army. Where did you go? I'm still fucking baking bread.
Anthony's the only one on there with a phone that goes, hello? Yeah, why are you calling me? I don't want to.
No.
Don't call my house, man, please.
On a daily basis, aside from the radio show, on a daily basis, I interact with a hell of a lot more people in fake life,
Online
in cyber
than-
life,
than in
than
real life.
in real life.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It's not good, but that's what I think.
good.
If you ask a lot of people, except Greg, they fall into that category where between message boards, when I post on a message board, there's at least 50 people right then and there that are going to read it.
It's not good, but it's happening.
And react to it.
Every kid in America is going right back to their room after school and having chats with their friends with the IM.
I go home, here I see you guys. I go home, I see my chick. I see my close friends sometimes when they come over or something.
Stop with that lie.
Yeah,
What, that lie?
That
I'm talking
close
very rare.
friends lie.
Oh, very rare. I'm talking like Adam Ferraro will come over like once in a blue moon.
Get out of here.
I'll
Once
see
every
him.
2 years.
Adam's a
Joe
creep, too.
Curry.
Adam's a strange motherfucker, too.
Adam is a creep and he's my pal.
He's just Adam's like so super positive, it makes my stomach hurt.
I know.
Hey,
He's kidding. You keep
Adam,
thinking
what's
he's got to be kidding.
Yeah, like it's like he's so nice. You go, what's really going on, motherfucker?
He's
Where's the gimp?
always
I know
been that
something's
way.
in a trunk somewhere locked up. And now Neo's extreme. I'm just fucking with Neo because Neo kind of to function in life to feel what normalcy feels like, he would have to be on the computer. It gives him a sense of because you can't. I mean, let's be fucking honest. But I'm talking about why a 55-year-old man
55
with a full head of hair, with beautiful doe eyes. Why am I being fucking kept from seeing your beautiful eyes? At least Opie he'll roll his. You should see when he leaves the thing with Master fucking Poe wrapped up like Yoda on a cell phone. I'm like, and I just did a show with him, and the way his aura is, because I'm good with reading shit, I give him a, hey, what's up, man? Like, I better not talk to him in the street. Because he has his fucking hood, and he's not even walking. He's floating like a Spike Lee movie. That's
how Anthony goes home every day. You're so right.
And it's like, I barely want to talk to Anthony, because you can feel...
I flip the hood up because I hate cold. Once it gets warm out, I don't wear the parka in the summer. It's going to be 68 degrees in New York City. When I walk down today to get to my truck, that hood will not be on.
He's only doing because he felt it. And I'm like, man, like last night, it's like you don't know how to, because it is a radio world, but you know, I like you guys, you know what I mean? But you go, like I'll text message Opie. I actually wanted to call him and talk, but I'm like, I'll text message and I'll go, and I'll try to figure out at what text message does it stop.
Right.
Opie's a kind of control freak, so I said, maybe I'll let Opie have the last text. And then it's like, you come out, and fucking, Boba Fett is got your back and walking the streets, and he's on the phone, not talking to anybody, just pushing buttons with his hood up, and I'm like, hey.
He's making corn, man.
No, do you know what
corn with his phone?
Do you know what I do on that phone?
He can't wait to get home. He's got to get his corn made.
Do you know what I do on that phone?
What?
When I'm not making a phone call.
He's watching TV.
I have video on demand on my phone, so I'm watching TV as I'm walking to my truck.
Well, Greg, he's watching the news. That's good, right?
I watch
it's good to keep
news.
up.
I feel like I'm in the corner at the closed down Italian restaurant on my phone. I see Anthony come by. I give him eye contact like I haven't been talking to the nigga for 4 hours. I give him I'm not going to bother you, dude. I recognize you.
I enjoyed our walk to the garage. We had a nice little conversation. Yeah. I enjoy talking to Patrice.
I go, hey, Ann, I don't want to overextend our boundaries, even though we were actually together
it was like Patrice goes,
hours.
I go, Patrice, take it easy, man. He goes, well, my car is parked in the... He's like making an excuse. My car's parked in the same garage as yours. May I walk with you?
I don't want to make you feel like you have, because I know you're a recluse.
Patrice, you are so welcome to walk and talk with me.
You're Howard Hughes.
You nailed it, though.
Radio.
You nailed it. Sounds like we're all really close pals.
I realized
at 11 o'clock we all go our own ways as fast as possible.
The older I get, the less people I want to deal with. You're right.
I guess bowling's out then.
I've gone bowling.
It's hard to talk a lot with Patrice around, so I figured I would keep quiet on the radio, and then you and me would go bowling later.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Patrice does tire us out, man. He's got a lot of energy.
I love when Patrice comes on.
Let's go to Nate in Brooklyn. Nate.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, man.
Opie, I can see it. One day you're going to start the show telling us that Ant's in a mental hospital, screaming that he had to kill his video game chickens to keep the guy from Cleveland from learning his army's location. Take it easy, guys.
You got to be careful.
Let's go to Knuckle Child in Jersey.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Just wanted to ask Anthony if after all the years of EverQuest, he finds himself in his basement whittling arrows and working on his room craft.
Crafting arrows. No, I haven't played EverQuest or EverQuest 2 or any of those games in a while. Those take years off of your life. You spend years playing it.
And
literally.
And they never end.
And they never end. It goes on and on to get to the next level. And some parts of the game are combat. Other parts are crafting arrows to use in combat. So for hours, you're trying to get experience points crafting things. One time I spent hours making iron ingots so I could make a belt buckle, and it just took hours.
Hold on. That's not right.
All
right.
Why
don't you go see, Anthony, why don't you go see fucking The Hills Have Eyes with me?
That's it. Like go to you
Let's
with
just
the
go
movies
to a movie
with
and watch
you.
The Hills Have Eyes.
I could probably get it from one of the guys. They burn it, and I watch it at home on my big screen. It's great.
Patrice, granted it's not normal, but this is going on. Explain the eBay thing with EverQuest. That's even creepier.
People make characters for EverQuest. Now it takes years sometimes. Some people power game, but it takes years sometimes to build up your character. I've had the same character since 1998 on EverQuest.
And it's valuable.
It's still there. It's valuable.
Is he out there somewhere in the cyber world?
Yeah. Right now he's crouched down somewhere, just sitting,
just waiting to play again,
waiting for me to log on and give him life again.
What's his name? Andy Serkis?
I think his name is Vax. VHAXX.
That's 8 years of your fucking life.
This character is sitting there. I am so fine.
Patrice.
You know what? But it's so. He started out as just this guy from the Northlands, the snowy Northlands, as nothing with no possessions. And now I have treasures beyond compare, Patrice, and power.
You know what?
Power.
You don't condone this.
I don't. But I'm kind of playing devil's advocate here a little, which is what's so great about regular life anyway.
Thank you.
Fuck you.
No, I'm not kidding. Really, if you think about it, I mean, what the fuck? You could create ingots.
It's your
right,
and you get to live. You get to live in existence. What is an ordinary person day to day? What is so? You got a good life, Patrice. You're a comic. You get a lot of ass. You know, in a regular life for an average everyday person.
Patrice, have you ever been on a raid with 150 people to slay a dragon?
And I wasn't fucking one.
Well, my
friend.
What
you're missing, sir.
I don't want to be Shaka Zulu, motherfucker. I want to be able to eat a fucking bagel with salmon cream cheese.
All right, listen. Hold on, though. Explain further the eBay thing, because this is how crazy this game gets.
So people build up their levels and build up their possessions to a point where they then can sell their account on eBay. And these things went for thousands of dollars at some point. Somebody paid like $5,000 for a character.
Or a certain weapon, too, right?
Yeah, certain weapons. They're like, I'll sell you these.
Weapons that take what?
The Staff of Elimination can be sold to you.
What's the oldest character? How old is this game?
Game probably, I think I was on it really at the beginning, so probably 98.
But listen how this exchange takes place. This is the weirdest part about it.
What they give, you got to pay.
So you go on eBay
money
with your character or this weapon that's really hard to do unless you want to, spend, I don't know, years on the game or whatever.
Yeah, years.
So you'll throw it on eBay. I got a certain weapon or certain character, and then somebody will say, well, I will pay you the $5,000 for that. Yep. And they wait for the money to go into an account, and then they meet in cyberspace, and the character's handed over or the weapon's handed over.
Then you give your login name and password, and the character is then yours.
And there's no way for you to download it and keep it and then sell that motherfucker. What's to keep you from selling 85 of these dudes?
Well, you would probably, I don't know, if you took the money and didn't give the password.
No, you get the password, but you just just transfer him over.
You know what? I'm guessing that the guys that spent 12 years developing these characters have some sort of some sort of system built.
Something so they don't get ripped off.
No, I'm saying the guy that's selling it to you.
Yeah.
I sell you my 9-year character. I go, here's my 9-year character, but I still have my 9-year character.
You put it in some kind of account. You put the money in an account until everybody's happy, then the money's released.
No. I'm saying I sell you my character.
Right.
You give me the money.
Okay.
But what keeps me, the guy who's selling the character, from keeping my imaginary fucking thing on my computer?
The name or password, you change it then. The guy that bought it changes his password. Now the old guy has no access to that character anymore.
Isn't there like something you can download?
No, it's on the game's servers. It's not on the actual character isn't on your server, it's on the game server. You got to log in on the game. You can't just have it at your house.
That's just
hand over some graphic cartoon to some guy.
This is where it gets crazy. Dave in Memphis. Dave.
Hey, boys. Yeah, I had to dump my fucking wife, man. She got so engulfed in these fucking RPG online things.
They were calling.
I think it was called.
They were calling games like EverQuest and stuff the Widowmaker because it would break up relationships like crazy. There were people that just wouldn't pay attention to wives and girlfriends, boyfriends.
Let's see what happened to Dave. So what happened, Dave? What was the game? And
it was called RuneScape, I think. RuneScape. Now it just turned her into a fucking zombie, man. The house, never pick up. She never fucking cleans.
Just sits there.
She's so fucking living in this online virtual fucking world, man. I mean, it just drove me nuts.
People get married in this world. They have weddings where they invite people, and they all gather, and there's like a clergyman type guy, and they buy rings, they fashion them and exchange them, and vows, and
thou shalt not touch my pussy.
And
The second as I sit here and your dick is hard, you will not put your hands on the great princess Orokian from the planet Bufla. And you crazy
some
bitch.
people really get into it.
What if I
so many
smash your
people
head with
into
this fucking keyboard?
Yeah.
Let's go to Jeremy in California. Jeremy.
Hey guys, what's happening?
Hey.
I was going to tell Patrice and everybody the whole allure of it all is you're escaping reality. You don't have to deal with the normal everyday bullshit. You get on your computer and all your worries of your fat-ass wife or whatever goes away.
That's just, it's sad, dude. That's just fucking sad, man.
Well, I don't know about that. People are really enjoying their time
on
on
shit to escape from reality.
Yeah.
I am reality.
I am
reality, motherfucker. Are you out? I'm not impressed with this shit. I'm not. It doesn't make. I don't sympathize with this whole escape from fucking.
It's not.
I gotta live reality, nigga.
I
got diabetes. I gotta. There's no magical mountain I could go on and not have to fucking take pills, nigga. Deal with life,
escaping
motherfucker.
reality game.
Deal with your shitty job.
Why can't you just enjoy it?
Really,
like,
the Widowmaker's enhancing your fucking life?
For some people, this enhances their life.
I love.
You're a 30-year-old guy living in your parents' basement working at a deli, but online you're a king of some fucking society,
some
man.
realm.
So what happens after logging out?
Well, you log out, your character sits there where you had it until you log back on. The game never ends.
What happens to you?
They get another
logging out.
They get another addiction. They get another video game they're into. My brother's roommate spends well over 16 hours a day on one of these online games. He has given up on doing anything social. He goes to work, and he goes right to his room, closes the door, and you don't see him until he has to go to work the next day.
You had to be real.
That's his entire life. It's not an exaggeration. I'll be over at my brother's. It's 90 degrees, summer day, gorgeous. Like, get the fuck outside, have fun, right? His shades are down. He's online with his headphones, just enjoying the hell out of himself. He doesn't give a shit about the real world anymore.
You had to be real to do this. You had to be real to do what you're doing.
Yep.
You had to be real to get into comedy. You made a conscious decision to stay real.
Yeah.
There's times you wish you could have take a Calgon bath and fucking leave it all behind and
Take
go wild.
me away.
It's just like I don't have sympathy for people who commit suicide. It's like it's too easy to escape from fucking what reality, motherfucker?
It's not.
Handle your reality.
Ain't no escape from reality.
Any entertainment.
You can
escape.
Yeah.
But
sports,
it's anything you do.
But you're not an escape from reality comic, Greg.
No, I'm not.
You give people reality when you're on stage. You do. Do you or do you not?
But it's just having fun for most people. It's not an escape. It's going. I enjoy the graphics. I like the gameplay is fun. At no time am I like, thank God I'm here in the castle. The reality out there. I don't want to deal with.
I find that hard. Look, man, it's hard to raise a real dog for 10 years, let alone to take the time to raise a cyber alien, nigga, and sell it for a couple of dollars.
I love how passionate he can get about, like, basically.
I know.
Should you spend 20 hours a day on one of these games? Probably not. But you're like fired up about it. Like, you're gonna set them all straight.
Because I get on these Pal Talks and I'm a regular guy trying to be on Pal Talk, but I'm with Super Johnson is great. Bottom slash who takes pride in this shit. All I want to do is see a titty, nigga. That's all.
Yeah.
I want to see a titty I can't see in real life.
How good is that?
Escaping reality, are you?
No, nigga, I'm trying to find it. Because my conversation is, hi, bitch. Your lovey lumps 01 in Nevada? Listen, you ever make it to New York, bitch? I'm trying to get a bitch on a plane.
That is interactive. Wow.
I'm not trying to send, and
you want a reality. You're using that as a tool to make it real.
To make it real.
Right.
Touch me, baby.
I hear you.
How's that feel? Better than that keyboard, huh,
Let Greg
But as far as all this virtual stuff, it's kind of the sex stuff that they have, which you think would be much more evolved, right? Actually isn't. Right? They don't really have, like, great virtual sex and interplay at this point yet.
No, it's a lot of flashing of tits. It's a lot of solo action. A lot of guys jerking off on this goddamn thing. But You know, you got to weed through the bad.
I mean, you would think that by now, given what they're doing with everything else, that you would have helmets and systems and things.
Wasn't it supposed to be like that? When they showed it back in, the early 90s, you put that virtual reality helmet on, laid back in the chair, and you're feeling titties and shit.
You thought you'd be fucking
and you're running your hands down hips and fucking. And
What was Stallone's movie? What's that one? Him and, what's the name? Funny face. Sandra Bullock.
There was a virtual reality.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
And just fucking in the helmet.
Yeah, fucking in the helmet. Get out of here.
I saw this chick in Reno, dude, and I'm like, me and my girl looking at her, and we have to do the whole computerized comfort zone, the computerized foreplay. Like, hey, why don't you be wink, wink, whisper cam, and how about I invite you into hey, make a new friend room. And then it's like, hey, sweetie. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, this was great over the internet. This is beautiful. But listen, you going to be in New York?
Yeah.
Look, I got a website. Go to patriceo'Neal.com. You know I ain't no thrasher, bitch. You know what I mean? Just tell people you come to visit Patrice. And they gonna find me. I ain't gonna kill you, bitch.
He is trying to get girls live.
Nigga, let's come on, see me.
Yeah.
Come on, see me.
How's that working out for you?
Look, I'm a master at getting some titty. I'm a master at that shit. I've had bill collectors come and visit me, nigga, and I'm not bullshitting. Bitch come to try to collect money, and I'm like, oh, pudding pop. What is this all about? Is this fulfilling? You gonna try to take money from a black man? You know, come on, baby. You know what college is like. Come on, see me. Come see me. That's what I want. I don't want this magical play like this Lucci chick that runs your fan site.
Yeah, there she is.
It's like, come on, baby, come out. Look at this bitch. I don't want to talk to this bitch on the screen. She got big old juicy
She came out. She was at FH Riley's walking around.
Yeah, but she hides. Well, she's just regular bitch at FH Riley's, but on here she's Lucy 18.
All right, here we go. Mark in Georgia. He lives in the virtual world. Mark?
Yeah, I used to.
What happened?
Used to, huh?
Oh, yeah, we did Air War for about 4 years, man.
Air War?
You got to build your Air Wars, yeah. Air Warrior.
And you got to build, and it takes years to.
You got to build your own airplanes. You got to learn how to fly them. Then you got to learn how to fight to freaking stay alive.
Yeah, there's that whole time thing. Those are the addicting games, the ones that take a lot of time to get to anywhere valuable.
And it's like 12 hours a day. Next thing I know is like, damn, I hadn't eaten in the last 24 hours, you know.
You hear this? He stopped eating.
You know who got way deep into EverQuest and EverQuest 2? Keith the Cop. He was so deep for a while, he figured out how much time he wasted playing the game and what he would have been able to earn in overtime if he would have not played the game and worked. And it was just hundreds of thousands of dollars. That he wound up just wasting away.
And this guy stopped.
Let's see what happened with Mark. So what happened, Mark? You did this for 4 years. It got to a point you forgot to eat.
I went and bought 2 new computers, every fastest upgrade, anything that could come out for video and sound was there. I built a whole room just for this computer system.
And it sounds like he got money to spare.
Yeah.
And then the ex-wife said, that was enough, bye.
She left you.
She left you.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
Shit.
Every bit of it was gone.
Did she take half your gaming system?
That's when I knew I was addicted to the shit. I turned it off.
And you haven't played since?
No, I couldn't. Man, look, it was worse than I don't even know what kind of addiction that was.
Mark, I gotta tell you, the games now, they're so good.
Is your life better now?
Come on, give it a try.
They made the crack stronger, bro. You gotta check it out.
Is your life better now, dude? Is your life better?
Yes, it is. Thank God.
Right,
I didn't know what I was missing until I got out of it.
Life.
I appreciate it.
Man, we're on to something. Thank you. I can't even think. What's your name? Dikiera?
Dicterium.
What?
Dicterium.
That's his magic screen say. That's not his real name. His real name is Jeff. He's Dicterium, the evil lord of justice.
He's Jeff, and he works at Foot Locker.
Hey, Dicterium, fucking asshole.
Right. What's your story, bro?
Well, I met my wife on EverQuest about 3 years ago. We used to meet out by the lake, by a small town in one of the realms.
They met in the cyber world.
We'd start fishing, and then we'd, go on hunting parties together. And
wait, did you?
Yeah, you can fish.
But did you actually have a spot in the cyber world? I'll meet you by the lake.
Yeah. I'd get on after work. And
did she cyber stand you up, and did you have to cyber take her to dinner too? You psychopath.
There are lands in these games that aren't just random. I mean, and they're huge. These games are huge. The land in it would take you days to like run across, and you get familiar with the spots and the areas and locations and cities. Like you'll go out on a hunting thing and be gone for like weeks doing this, and then come back to your home city and be like, I remember this place. You know all the
exercise and shit.
You know all the places. You know where to go and where certain people hang out and stuff. And it becomes a society of all these people online that becomes very familiar.
So you met your wife on EverQuest. You're meeting at an imaginary lake in the cyber world, and then you have to meet in the real world eventually. How was that?
Well, I paid for her to get a bus ticket down. We've been seeing each other on EverQuest.
Just as romantic as meeting by the lake.
I'm sending a coach for you, my dear. A horse-drawn coach.
Your chariots will arrive anon.
Greyhound.
I just FedExed a Greyhound ticket.
But the ticket had a wax seal that when it broke, Jesus came and fished.
Here, this will give you safe passage.
Safe
passage to my realm.
What was her name? Morlocks 114.
All right. So you met her. She took a bus to see you.
Right. Well, we decided to move in together. I mean, we didn't just see each other for the first time. When we met, she was already looking for a job down here. So I paid for her bus ticket, and she came down, and she stayed for a couple of weeks to look for a job. And then she went back.
What, did she get armor crafter? Was she looking for armor crafting work?
Oh, man. Oh, my God. This is just unbelievable, man.
Oh, no, this is happening more than you realize.
Yeah.
Are you guys happy?
Yeah, we're pretty happy. We play probably about 6 hours a night now. We both have our laptops together. We sit on the bed and we play, and we'll chat back and forth.
Wait, you're in bed with your laptops. Tell me you're meeting in the cyber world, even though she's right next to you.
She's right next to you.
Please tell me you're doing that.
We still hunt together, and we still hunt together.
I got to a point.
Swinging?
Does she start getting pissed off because you're looking at other women in the cyber world?
I saw you talking to a half-goat fish woman.
I saw you squirrel hunting.
You think the half-elves are cuter than me?
Why were you squirrel hunting? You don't like squirrel hunting.
Do I look fat in this chainmail?
Why'd you go off to the planet Plutox? It says here you went to Plutox. Well, baby, come on now. They got a free trip.
I used to set up, I had 3 accounts on 3 computers.
You know that shit's going on, too.
I heard you got the princess from Mario Brothers pregnant.
Hey, guys.
You never went north of the lake before. What's over there?
Yeah, who told you about this spot?
Nothing.
What we're trying to say is no amount of technology can make these bitches bearable.
We never caught this many fish. Who told you about this fishing spot?
D Kira, whatever. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say that we got a raid foreman right now, so I'm gonna have to let you guys go.
A what foreman?
A raid?
He's got a
50
raid.
people we're going to go slay.
Oh, see. He only had enough time to...
He's got a raid for me. That sometimes takes hours to get a raid together.
That was probably too much.
Dude, let me tell you something. You're trying to coordinate 150 people in a raid. And these are all individuals all over the country, geeks from everywhere, in a room somewhere to go in and slay this, like, dragon usually, that has so much power and hit points that it can kill you. It's got something called, like, death touch, where all of a sudden 25 guys will be wiped out dead, just in one wave of this thing's wing or something. So you get this raid together, and it would take 5 hours sometimes to coordinate 150 people to what you're going to do. The raid goes in, and it's a wipe in about 5 minutes. Everyone's completely wiped out and dead. And the rest of the night is trying to revive everybody.
Whatever happened to this short attention span thing that these games were supposed to
Well,
do?
some people have short attention spans, but people that do this cannot have. They are the ones that are the OCD people that are meticulous, that pound every day. Must go up another level. I'm level 15. Must reach 16 by tonight. Have to reach 17 by tomorrow. I'll be in a minute. I'm so close to level 18. I gotta
screw eating, screw sleeping,
and it's just
screw my job.
But you don't even understand. It's not screw eating, screw sleeping, screw your job. It's holy shit. I thought that was 5 minutes. It's been 12 hours that went by. you don't realize that much time went
then
by.
you're lucky enough to max out at like level 60, and all of a sudden, no, now it's level 70.
Expansion pack comes out, now level 75. You made it up to level 60. Oh, 75's tops now.
Let's go to JR in Atlanta.
They keep the crack coming.
JR.
What's up there, buddy?
JR. I guess we lost him.
No?
I guess Fortune Magazine was talking about some of this stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't we take a break?
It's still very huge. I mean, a lot of people are doing this. It's amazing.
We could talk for the next hour on this. I mean, it's
some guy sold his character here. Look, he's looking for $900 for selling my time invested in account. That's how they have to sell him. You have to say my time invested because the account actually belongs to the company that runs the game, and it's illegal to do this. It's a level 70 bard with over 120. These are extra points that you're able to get.
1,020?
Yeah, he has 12,000 hit points and 10,000 mana unbuffed. That's his potential to do magic, is measured in mana. He is track V and anguish flagged, which means he can get into certain cool areas. He has his epic 2.0 weapon. Your epic weapons take months to get. And he just spells it out. All of his spells, even ancient level 70s, he's not the original owner, so cannot transfer him. I'm willing to show him to anyone interested in the game. This guy's selling it for $900 he wants for his time invested. And he'll get it.
You got to feel good about yourself when you lay out $1,000 and just come in and slaughter everybody with someone else's dude.
Yeah. That's pretty much. No,
See, Greg's on to it.
You know what happens? They get chastised. They get yelled at in rooms. Fucking noob with your eBay character. Hey, we got a noob here with his eBay character.
Do you guys try to gang up on those type of guys?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.